Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for your love and support of the channel. I really do appreciate it. And in today's Pick a Card reading, we're going to be getting the channeled message of the day from Spirit. And to do this reading, I've laid out 3 piles of cards. Pile 1, you're going to be this yellow heart crystal here. Pile 2, you're going to be this white crystal here. And pile 3, you're going to be the white and black crystal. So take a minute and focus on the piles and decide which one you're most drawn to. You can then scroll down to the description box below where I have timestamps listed for each pile. You can then click on your timestamp and you'll be directly forwarded to your reading. So let's get into this reading. Hi, pile 1s, you guys chose the yellow heart here. Let's take a look at your message of the day. So you have practice forgiveness, and it says release, healing, peace, compassion. You have reflective, and it says if we overvalue possessions, people will steal. If we display our treasures, people will become envious. You have white tarot with sensitivity, and it says you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. You have number 2, from separation to oneness. You have love here. And you have May Bago, the warrior saint. And it says, I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. Beautiful. So I'm getting the message from Spirit here, pile 1, that there may be someone or something in your life right now that you need to forgive. So maybe someone said something to you or did something to you, or it was a situation that hurt you. But there is a need for forgiveness, I feel, like in this pile. And I feel like there's a message from Spirit here about really stepping into that sensitive side of yourself, that compassionate side, and being in this energy of compassion and love for this person or this situation, and really coming into oneness with them again. So, this could be about coming into unity again with this person by forgiving them. But this could also be coming into oneness with Spirit and your higher power through the act of forgiveness. So there's kind of 2 energies here with this card. But I do feel like there isn't a need here to sort of be this warrior of love right now and open yourself to that soft, sensitive side of yourself and that ability to forgive. And, I do feel like with this reflective card here, Spirit is really wanting you to sort of reflect on this situation or this person right now and really look at the situation and find that soft place in your heart where you can open yourself to them again and you can forgive them and you can have compassion for them. So I love this energy. And also for some of you, there's a message here about maybe cleaning out your environment, making sure that you're avoiding, harsh people or situations or living arrangements, chemicals, anything like that. So you can sort of clear out your energy space and come into that place of higher vibration where you're in that energy of love and sensitivity and compassion, pile 1. So beautiful. So I just want to get some tarot now to clarify this. So you have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, so I feel like Spirit is, really wanting you to be in this energy of the Queen of Cups, because the Queen of Cups is very loving. She's very forgiving and very compassionate. And she's in touch with her intuition and with her sensitivity and with her higher self. And I feel like that's what Spirit is asking of you here, is to really open yourself to that soft, sensitive, loving side of yourself, pile one. You also have the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is also someone who is very loving and supportive and helpful. And he's able to forgive others. He's able to support others. And he really is, I feel like, a good, energy to be in, because he's all about stability and growth and, establishing a firm foundation. So I also feel like Spirit wants you to step into this energy here. But for some of you, this could represent the person maybe that you need to forgive. Maybe someone that is in this energy right now said something or did something that, upset you or hurt you. So it could be about forgiveness of this person as well. You could, sorry. So you also have the Six of Swords in reverse here. And that can be when we're in this energy of not moving forward. We're in this energy of stagnation, maybe not knowing what to do. Should I forgive this person or situation, or should I not? When we're in that sort of stagnant energy. And I feel like Spirit really wants you to reflect on this situation so that you can move forward again. You can come into unity with this person or this situation. You also have the Queen of Pentacles here. And, she's very loving and supportive as well. She's somebody that, is very caring, very nurturing. And I feel like Spirit wants you to step into that side of yourself, that compassionate, nurturing energy that you hold within you, pile one, and maybe work on this forgiveness here. So very interesting. So I just want to get one last message here for you guys from this Plant Messages Oracle. So Spirit, can I get a final message or guidance for pile one, please? Okay, so you have the rose here, and it says love, beauty, devotion. Where is your heart asking to open more fully, even if it feels tender? Wow, yes. So I feel like for some of you in this pile, your heart is feeling tender right now. Maybe whatever this person said or did, upset you or hurt you in some way, caused some sadness. And maybe you're feeling guarded right now, and Spirit is just asking you to open your heart again and really reflect on this and try to find that forgiveness within your heart, pile one, even if it's hard, even if it's difficult right now. So I love that for you guys. So that is all I have for you guys today, pile one. I hope you enjoyed this reading and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile two. So you guys chose the white crystal here. And let's take a look at your message of the day. So you have gratitude here, and it says, may you honor all that you receive. Beautiful. You also have Queen Bee here, number 11. You have the 8 manifestations of Padmasambhava, the lotus-born one. And it says, a great teacher is a treasure. Seek to find one. You also have Own Your Divine Power with Sugarlight. And it says, replace codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. You have the 5th house with joy and play. And you have this card here, and it says, slow down and take your time. There's no need to rush everything. You are already doing your part. Trust that what belongs in your life is already making its way towards you in divine timing. Love that energy. So I'm getting the message here from Spirit, pile 2, that there's a need to sort of slow down right now and really appreciate and be grateful for all of your blessings, pile 2, everything that the universe and Spirit and your higher power is giving to you, and to really be aware of that and to reflect on that, and to really trust in divine timing. So if there is something that you're working towards, a goal, a dream, a project, Spirit just wants you to really slow down right now and understand that it's important to take time to play, pile 2. It's important to take time to do things that make you happy. Because whatever this is that you're working towards, it is moving towards you. It will come to you, but it will come in divine timing. So make sure that you're taking this time to play, pile 2, and to have fun. And, there's also a message here about, maybe finding a coach or a guide or a teacher in terms of whatever this is you're working towards, to maybe help you in this project. Someone that can mentor you, someone that can guide you here. Because I do feel like you're very powerful here with this Queen Bee energy. I feel like there's something that you're very good at here, pile 2. And you're very, you're on the top of your game in terms of whatever this thing is here. But I feel like, even the best need a guide, need a teacher sometimes, and I feel like Spirit is wanting you to sort of open yourself to that here. But there is something I feel like that you've been working very hard towards here, with the bee energy. But I do feel like there's a need to play here. Spirit really wants you to just slow down, take time for gratitude and play, pile 2. And, there's also a message about stepping into this divine power here. And for some of you, this could be about people pleasing. Maybe you've been trying to please everyone else, but not pleasing yourself, pile 2. And there's a need to sort of set boundaries here and, please yourself, own your power, and, maybe be assertive, set those boundaries. Take that time to play, whatever it is here, but really just slowing down is and being reflective is kind of the energy I get here. So I wanted some tarot now to clarify this. So you have the 5 of Wands. Yeah, and that can be when we're competing maybe with others, or we're, trying to rush things and get things done and, reach our goal as quick as we can. And I feel like Spirit just wants you to slow down and understand that it's a process, and to respect and honor that process, pile 2. So interesting. You also have the 4 of Swords, which is about that rest that I was talking about here. Slowing down, taking your time, taking time to rest, taking time to play, taking time for self-care. All of that. I feel like that is the energy that Spirit really wants you to be in right now. You also have the 5 of Swords. And that can be that energy of, I feel like for some of you, this is about people pleasing. This is about doing everything for others, but not taking the time for yourself. And sometimes that leads to arguments, and sometimes that leads to, feeling burnt out, feeling stressed. And, for those of you where, you are people pleasing, I feel like there is a need to focus on yourself right now and maybe set boundaries with those people. You also have the Five of Pentacles, which can be an energy of lack, when we feel like we don't have enough. Maybe we're not practicing gratitude. Maybe we're just sort of expecting things to come and we're not recognizing all that we have. So I do feel like there's a need here to sort of heal any lack mentality or any scarcity thinking here, to be in that energy of abundance versus lack here. So very interesting. So I just want to get one last message for you guys here from this plant oracle. So Spirit, can I get a final message or guidance for pile 2, please? Okay, so you have Olive here, and it says wisdom, peace, endurance. What quiet knowing have you carried through many seasons of your life? Beautiful. So yeah, again, there's a message about wisdom here. So I do feel like there is a call from Spirit to maybe seek out wisdom right now in terms of this teacher or guide energy. Maybe finding someone in your industry or field that you can go to for advice and for wisdom. But I also feel like, you have a lot of wisdom within you, pile 2. You are this queen bee here, and you are at the top of your game, whatever that is. So I feel like you do hold a lot of wisdom as well. But, there's also a message of peace here, which is that energy of slowing down, playing, resting, taking that time for your peace. So I love that, pile 2. So that is all I have for you guys today, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye. Pile 3 is you guys chose the white and black crystal here. Let's take a look at your message of the day. So you have Pelican here, and it says, choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. You also have Wisdom, and it says, wisdom is your heritage. Seek knowledge and preserve it. You have Freya here with empowerment. You also have the Weaver. You also have Coreopsis, and it says, always joyful. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year. Ralph Waldo Emerson. And finally, you have Dissolving Judgments, and it says, I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. Wow, I love that for you. So I'm getting sorry about that, pile 3. So I'm getting the message from Spirit here that there's a need to really step into a higher vibration right now and maybe forgive someone or something in your life that caused you some sadness or caused you some pain here. I do feel like there's a message here about remaining in that joyful energy, that energy of joy and creation, because you do have the Weaver here. So I feel like a lot of you in this pile are making something here, creating something in your lives. That could be something in your job that you're creating, that could be some sort of hobby that you have, but you are weaving something here. And I feel like Spirit just wants you to step into your power right now. And I feel like that power is about choosing that path of higher vibration where you're open to forgiveness and you're open to compassion, and you're really in that loving, compassionate energy, pile 3, and able to forgive. And like this card says, I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. I feel like it's about really releasing any judgments that you have of this person or situation and just being open to that forgiveness, stepping into your power of forgiveness, pile 3, and really using your wisdom, because I do feel like this pile has a lot of inner wisdom. And I feel like maybe your higher self or your inner voice is telling you to forgive this person or situation, but maybe you haven't stepped into that power yet. And I feel like that's what Spirit really wants you to do right now. And always appreciate every day, and really enjoy every day, and don't focus on what this person said or did, but focus on just enjoying your day, and enjoying your journey, pile 3. So love that. So I just want to get some tarot now to clarify this energy. So you have the Hangman here. And yeah, that can be when we need to look at things from a different perspective. So I feel like Spirit is asking you to really look at this situation from the place of forgiveness, from the place of that high vibe energy of love and compassion and sensitivity. And maybe, by forgiving this person or situation, I feel like you will be able to move forward again, and you will be in that place of growth and development again, instead of the stagnation here. You also have the Chariot here, which is about moving forward. So again, there's a need to sort of move forward here, because I feel like for a lot of you, whatever the situation is that you're dealing with, you're not able to move forward because you haven't come to that place of forgiveness yet, that place of high vibe energy. So, and you may want to check pile 1 as well, because pile 1 had the same message about forgiveness. So for some of you in this pile, there could be some messages in pile 1 as well, but only if you feel drawn to it. But anyway, the Chariot is about moving forward. So I definitely feel like there is a need to move forward here. And for a lot of you, it's going to be about opening your heart to forgiving this situation or person, and really, allowing yourself to move forward again. You also have the Page of Pentacles, which is an energy of, taking action towards what we want, doing what we need to do to get the result that we want. And so if some of you in this pile are wanting this relationship to grow again, or wanting it to be stable and happy, there is a need to forgive here. And, once you do that, once you take that action, I feel like you will be in this Chariot energy here. You also have the Star. Wow. And that's beautiful, because the Star talks about healing. It talks about hope. It talks about inspiration, dreams, So I do feel like, there is healing that's involved here, with this forgiveness and raising your vibration. And so there is a message here about, taking care of yourself right now, pile 3. Maybe doing some self-love and self-care will help you come into this energy of high vibe forgiveness, raising your vibration in some way. So I love that for you. So I just want to get one last message here from this Plant Spirit Oracle. So Spirit, can I get a final message or guidance for pile 3, please? Final message or guidance. So you have wormwood here, and it says transformation, truth, bitterness. What hard truth have you been avoiding that holds your freedom? Wow, interesting. So yeah, I feel like this, card is really talking about how forgiveness will lead to freedom, pile 3. How forgiving this person or situation will lead to your freedom, will lead to growth, will lead to movement here. You not being stuck in this stagnant energy of not moving forward. So there is a need for transformation here, a need for change, and a need for facing the truth. And the truth may be for a lot of you in this pile about forgiveness. So love that. So that is all I have for you guys today, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye.